Toy Soldiers is a 1984 action drama from director David Fisher. You're probably thinking about that one from 1991 with Sean Astin and Louis Gossett Jr. Yeah, I'll get to that another day. Anyway, the movie opens in Central America. A bunch of random stock footage switches to some bad guys sneaking through the jungle. The musical transition could have been handled a little better. The bad guys gun down a village. I thought this movie was supposed to be fun. The firing squad cuts to an extreme close-up of Colonel Perez's area. There's nothing better than a firing squad and a good smoke. Then in Tonal Whiplash Theater, Boat Captain Sarge is taking some spoiled rich kids on a tour to Panama. He's had it with these kids. Hey, remember that time we all got really drunk and fell asleep on each other? Also, who's gonna eat all these beans? The only person out of the kids that isn't worthless is Amy, the daughter of the guy who owns the boat. She tries to sneak up on Sarge, but fails.
She should have known better than to try to get the drop on an old ex-Marine.
Hey, I thought it was once a Marine, always a Marine. I made that mistake in a video, and good God, the comments weren't having it. Sarge then introduces the group. Jeff, Amy's boyfriend. Over here is Henrietta and Pork. Then there's Drunk Guy, Bitch Face, Drunk Famous Guy, and Wiener. That's not their names, but it's what I'm going with. The gang tricks Sarge into going after a lost dinghy so they can steal the boat. Well, this certainly is a stupid rich kid maneuver. Hey, let's ditch the guy who's running the boat so we can all do it ourselves? So the drunken, stupid tour continues without supervision. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Well, this is mildly creepy. I'm not seeing anything they couldn't have done without Sarge around. It's not like he was stopping them from drinking. Pork does something stupid and cracks his skull open. Oh, if only we had an adult here to fix this!
Listen, God, I'm sorry. This is all my fault. I shouldn't have taken the boat.
No kidding! They decide to go to shore to look for help, while some of them stay back on the boat. Once they get to the island, they flag down a truck from a local mission. The father's taking a bunch of villagers back into town.
Such a perfect vacation. My father gave us his yacht for 2 months. We had a really great time.
Yeah, that's great. My people are hoping that they get to eat today. On their way there, they get stopped by the colonel's men. They knock out the father, take the Americans hostage, and blow up the truck. This movie is just a bit harsh. This isn't like the brochures at all! Back on the boat. The drunks are at it again. Sarge finds the boat and isn't happy. Jeff tells him what happened. The bad guys torture the father. They then stop in to give the kids their hourly groping.
Cut it out!
Amy's just
No,
shut
Americans got you!
I don't think Amy understands. They know who you are. They just don't care. Oh, she's about to find out. She's lined up for the firing squad, but gets saved by the colonel. Oh, he's not doing a good deed. He just wants her for himself.
How badly do you want to get your friend to a doctor?
Amy's starting to think that maybe stealing the boat wasn't the best idea. She won't take one for the team, so the colonel puts her in isolation. She's upset, but it's about to get worse. The father's in there with her. Sarge jogs into town and finds the burned out truck. It held up pretty well after being set on fire. The tires aren't even flat. He finds some evidence that they were there, so he rolls up his bandana because it's about to get serious. Back underground. Amy tells the guard the father's dead, so he calls someone to take away the body. Since it's a priest, the guys go to ask for more money. Amy takes this opportunity to escape. She hides in the coffin, and they unknowingly put the father on top of her. Look, she's skinny, but I don't think she's that skinny. I doubt you could fit 2 people in here. The guard then notices she's gone. Amy scares the guards in a pretty convincing way. Why is this guy always farting? Is he related to Pavo? Amy escapes, and the body of the father conveniently goes back the way it was. The guards chase after her, but Sarge arrives just in time to save the day. Sarge then gets her on a plane and takes her and the drunks back to America. Amy's dad is so mad he fires Sarge. Since her father's rich, he gets an ambassador to talk to President Lopez about the other kids. President Lopez's assistant is, oh no! The butler, Ace, is bringing Amy some soup. Okay, movie. Don't make the actor do something stereotypical.
And one ultra bad Maui Zowie.
Ah, good grief. Hold on. That's Dieter from Tracks. Is he gonna make her some peppermint prune cookies? The bad guys are holding the hostages for a $3 million ransom. The colonel's planning to take the money to fund his campaign to be El Presidente. Amy's having nightmares about her friends that she left behind.
Lobo, bring back Sheriff Lobo! Lobo! Lobo!
Amy tries to bat her eyelashes in order to get her father to pay for an international incident.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
It's illegal.
But Dad, I just need some mercenaries. Sarge is talking to Buck about the good old days. Amy comes to ask for help. He tries to talk some sense into her. Amy then does the tried and true tactic of, when in doubt, slap the guy and cry.
No, well then you're a little rich bitch from Beverly Hills.
He tells her they need 15 trained men and $50,000. Meanwhile, the colonel sends an assassin to kill Amy. Amy tries to convince Trevor to help. He agrees for the low price of half her inheritance. She then asks her other friends to join them on this horrible mission. The drunks prove their worth by impersonating Gallagher. They need money fast, so Amy sells her dad's car for $15,000. Amy then takes the guys out to train. They're all gonna die. Why does Wiener slap her ass? The guys leave and Amy gets attacked by the assassin. This guy isn't so good at his job. So this 80-pound untrained rich girl just killed an assassin. Maybe they do have a chance. Back in Central America, Pork is dead. So Sarge needed 15 guys and $50,000. Best she can do is 4 guys and $15,000. Tim Robbins then shows off some of his award-winning acting.
Damn!
The next day, the group is gearing up for their suicide mission. Trevor goes to rat out everyone to Amy's dad. They try to stop them by driving on the runway. Is it this easy to get a car on a runway at an airport? Since they couldn't stop him, Amy's dad then sends a message over, warning about the rescue team. Good job, everybody. Just let the bad guys know about the mission. Maybe start planning the funeral for your daughter now to save time. So the bad guys head out excited for murder. The gang parachutes in. Whoa, it sure is dark out here tonight. Over on another part of the island.
Duérmete, Paco. Nadie va a aterrizar esta noche.
Ace and this guy start working on explosives. They rescue Buffy and Jeff. Now they just need to wait for the diversion. These guys built a rocket launcher? I did not alter this. It is so dark out here tonight, you could get a sunburn. Jeff and Amy free Monique. The bad guys go after him, but Ace fires off the diversion rocket. This guy's on fire, so he goes to the local fireworks truck. Things are going well for the team until the colonel arrives. Amy recognizes him, and he recaptures them. Tired of this nonsense, he has them lined up for a firing squad. Ace and other guy set off the second diversion. Sarge has it out with the colonel. The colonel trips and gets hacked to death. The gang makes it back to the plane, but Sarge isn't there yet. Wait, it's day here where they're waiting, but still night over here. They go to take off just as Sarge is coming back with the ransom money. Come on, Sarge, you can do it! Now with everyone safe, they fly off into the sunrise. Kind of a weird song to end out on.
We're finally on our way. There's nothing better than being with friends.
So hooray, they all survived! Except for Pork. Oh, and the girls were most definitely molested. Also, they now have crippling PTSD because they're college kids who just had to murder people. But yay, they had an adventure. Wasn't it worth it, kids? Toy Soldiers was filmed mostly in Mexico on a very low budget. This was director David Fisher's second and last film. He previously directed Liar's Moon in 1981. Toy Soldiers was made to capitalize on the Kids Save the World trend with movies like Red Dawn. Out of Control was another one from New World Pictures, which came out about a year later. Sarge was played by Jason Miller. Miller's first film role was Father Damien in the original Exorcist. In 1963, he married Jackie Gleason's daughter, Linda, and had a son named John Anthony Miller III, who later changed his name to Jason Patrick and starred in The Lost Boys. Cleavon Little had the small role of Buck in the film. He's best known for playing Bart in Blazing Saddles. Future Oscar winner Tim Robbins played Bo. Early in his career, he was typecast as playing these goofball characters like the one here, Mother Trucker in Fraternity Vacation, and Phil in Howard the Duck. Thanks to movies like Jacob's Ladder and The Shawshank Redemption, he broke out of that and was able to prove his skills were beyond drunken doofus. He won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in Mystic River and has become one of Hollywood's most respected character actors. Model-turned-actress Tracy Scoggins played Monique. In the early 1980s, she did mostly TV with shows like The Renegades and The A-Team. Toy Soldiers was her first movie. Toy Soldiers is a weird one. Starts off dark, then silly, then dark, then silly. Tonally, it's bizarre. Here's this murderous regime that kills a truckload of kids and proceeds to rape a group of stranded Americans. Meanwhile, this spoiled rich girl is getting pouty with her dad to hire mercenaries to rescue them. Finally, they go in with no training, and somehow they not only survive, but they kill the evil terrorist leader and recover most of the $3 million ransom. Movies like Stripes handled this sort of thing better, shifting from silly to something more serious. I think if they went one way or the other, either the movie went more silly or more serious, it would have worked better. As it is, it's a comedy where a college kid dies in a prison camp, is thrown into a dumpster, and the remaining group is saved by nerds with a farting rocket launcher.